You do sound quite BBC News, actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I always thought I could do radio if I knew how to speak proper.
You do podcasting.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the three of you would like if you could just start talking for the first couple minutes and be like, "Hey, this is a podcast," and then I sneak in my extremely nasally American voice, like, "Hey guys, welcome!" Like, just immediately.
I don't know how your voice sounds in your head, but when you go deep and do Rasputin, I'm just like,
Yeah.
This guy has the voice.
Okay, good. Because on my end, it sounds like I've got two soup cans on my head, and I'm just like, "Ah, hey, everybody!"
I think to be honest, I think your Rasputin is correct. So
Fantastic.
Just your mic we have a problem with.
It's a double-edged joke there.
I can't even get it into the shot.
Audio joke.
No, I was talking about your name. But no.
Yes, yeah.
You got it. I'm trying to insult you. That's the best way to. If someone's trying to like take the piss, like, pardon, I didn't hear that. Like, and it just really ruins their steam when they're trying to banter you to death.
Yeah, it's hard to do over Zoom. Rock and roll, guys.
All right, we all ready?
Do it.
Yeah.
I've marked off all my spell slots and all but one of my third levels and one of my first and second. I think that's about on par with where I was.
Yeah,
Cool.
I at least
And
remember HP.
also, the advantage that we're not going to spend 20 minutes trying to remind me that you've all been leveling up. So I believe you. You have leveled up.
Would you like a recap?
No, I'm looking for a pen. Hold on a second. Fuck, I used to use a notebook. Cool. Hello and welcome back to Epic History. No, wait, that's terrible. I'm going to try again. Hello and welcome back to D&D Epic History.
Epic History!
Would have sounded more epic had Mike not sniggered, but okay, fine.
Welcome to the morning Epic History Zoo.
Hello
More
and,
history, more epic.
hello and welcome back to BBC's D&D Epic History.
Skirt.
Right, should we start recording?
We have.
This episode is sponsored by
This is definitely making the cut now. So should we just?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'll try again. Hello and welcome back to D&D Epic History. Now, it has been a while since our last session, and a lot has happened in that time. We were participating in the Everybody Games special event to raise awareness for accessibility in gaming, and our compadre Brett has gone live with his Dorothy Kickstarter. And I would have congratulated him in person, but he is not here, which brings us to our next point. We are missing a player at the moment, but we will push on regardless. Now, can everyone remember what happened last time?
Yes, I can.
Well,
We came up with a very clever plan to infiltrate the Bastille, and then immediately dropped the plan, and everyone ran away and left. Me to walk into the Bastille. Tesla to go invisible and follow. I mean, I guess all the other players were off in a French brothel somewhere because they didn't follow me, sadly. They decided to run away instead. And then once we were inside, I didn't get the welcome I was expecting. Got arrested. Tesla was running around invisible and was trying to spook people, which is fitting because it's Halloween. But Tesla didn't know how to spook people, so he started drawing diagrams with mixed results. And then there was a creepy, tortury, time-traveling, evil, maniacal demon. Unfortunately, he did not attach electrodes to my nipples, which was a shame because that technology did not exist in the time of Lord Byron. Finally, we were able to pick the lock, run amok, attack inside. The gentleman on the other side had whipped up a crowd and were banging on the gates, and using zombies to climb the gates. They became quite key in the actual revolution. For those who haven't brushed up on
Canon.
the history, canon,
Canon.
yeah. They managed to get inside and parlay, and then use the old-fashioned excuse of explosive diarrhea to run into a bathroom, jump out a window,
Also canon.
and find us. At which point we ran into a room where we believed Benedict Rose is his name, our quarry, our target. And so we pew-pewed a bunch of guards. I befriended one. We ran inside, and it was a terrifying room with lots of evil going on. And we were probably not meant to run into it. But that didn't stop Byron running in. Tessa did this incredible set fire to everything in the room in walls of flame, so that whichever direction the baddies moved, it would have been certain death for them. And Byron thought it'd be a good idea to join them in that room. So I think I fainted at least twice. And because we completely killed one of their minions, their party had a bit of a split and a falling out. So it was probably more that hissy fit, and maybe like a workers' strike that caused their party to disband, rather than any heroic actions on our side. Anyway, the short version is we've got a Benedict Rose in tow. We've got a Bastille about to be imminently stormed. We've got a room on fire. And I managed to steal some notes from the table. I think I last saw Duruti running outside and joining in the revolutionary shenanigans.
All hopped up on violence.
Shall we say? And hopefully my friendly guard Pierre is still out there, ready to join us. Did I miss anything else?
That was excellent.
Tessa's got some zombies joining the revolution.
That was very, very good. Yeah. I had written down exactly what happened for the first time in my life. And you just read it all verbatim. That was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah. Glorious. With that, we should probably jump straight into it. So you are, as mentioned, inside one of the towers of Bastille. With you do indeed have a semi-conscious Benedict Rose, your quarry. There's like blooded spit drooling out of his mouth at the moment. He's very woozy. It's going like it's been tortured horrifically all evening and night. His former prison cell is, as you mentioned, slowly turning into a blazing inferno, and the hallway standing at the moment is just slowly filling up with this acrid dark smoke. Now, what would you gentlemen like to do?
So we've got this guy, but does anybody remember what we were supposed to do with him? How do we get him? How do we get out of here now?
Well, yes, we need to take him back to the ministry. I fear there's a angry mob between us and our escape. So maybe we better jump out the window.
Indeed. I actually agree with Byron.
If
I'm
you both
sensing
agree,
a
I say
hint of
let's go.
surprise.
I'll chuck this guy right out. And it's dragging along our quarry Benedict.
Excellent. So stepping out, you do hear the sort of distant sounds of angry crowds yelling, shouting, maybe firing a few weapons at this stage. Some enterprising individuals has basically climbed up on the side of the outer wall and open up the drawbridge, allowing the people to storm into the Bastille. Upon closer inspection, these enterprising individuals may or may not be zombies. However, as they rush into the courtyard, they are met by a fairly resolute and terrified set of guards who are now just firing into the crowds from top of the parapets and murder holes. It is through this absolute chaos that you will have to navigate your way through if you want to get out of the Bastille.
I have a cunning plan. When we walk past guards, look like guards, and when we walk past peasants, look like peasants. Isn't there?
The simplest plans are sometimes the best.
It has worked for us before. I mean, I did also like the jumping out of the window like we did at the other building. We could always just land on this guy.
Yes, though perhaps we want to keep him alive.
I believe, unfortunately, yes, the mission required us to bring him home safely and alive. So,
well, we can just find a decent rampart, and I can carry you down. I may not look particularly muscular, but well, with enough physics and momentum, we can get there. We just need to find one that's not surrounded.
That sounds good to me. If you have any idea how to make me look a little bit more like a guard, I think that would be helpful. I think looking like a commoner for me is easy.
Right.
Just steal clothes from these gentlemen down here that we just killed, and
Excellent.
Yeah, you have incapacitated 2 guards at least. I can't remember what happened to the third one, but so yeah. There is yeah. If you guys want to dress up, you might have some time to do that.
let's play dress up.
Just a little bit, at least.
Right.
Coat that doesn't fit and a hat on the head.
Yeah, stuff that's easy to remove in a pinch.
Yeah, like just the coat and yeah. Or it's like
Byron, like, all right, Pierre, just strip.
It is 18th century, so it's going to take you a while to actually put everything on. Like, so this is all just starched, but excellent.
Pierre's coming with us. He's a friend.
Well, mon ami. So, right. So, are you proceeding upwards or downwards?
I mean, as we're planning on jumping out a window, I think downwards would make more sense. We're just looking out the windows and seeing where there's not a mob and maybe a soft landing, or at least an exit.
Okay, excellent. And would you want to be jumping out into the moat or into the courtyard?
Are there people in the courtyard?
Yes. Although if you were to look out, there are less people in the courtyard as they are being mowed down by the score at the moment.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad place to jump. Let's go for the moat.
Well, it sounds like where we want to be.
Excellent.
Toby's illusion of choice architecture. Would you jump into the grass or the kill zone?
I mean, maybe you guys want to like disguise yourselves as corpses.
Or just be corpses.
Yeah. Could I have you roll performance or stealth, depending on how you are proceeding?
Oy.
That would be a 27.
For
Oh,
performance?
wow.
Yeah. Byron is just like marching down the hall, just head held high, shouting out the commands in French, like, attack, you there, charge. That's very good.
I'll also follow with performance. Let's roll. Holy shit. 24.
Rasputin is just mimicking Byron. You get that. You, charge, run away. Where?
I following suit also got a 24. Go team.
What? Snap.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's the uniforms which maketh the man. In the chaos and the confusion, and your just on par impressions of Swiss guards, you are just bluffing your way through, dragging this semi-unconscious. No one even just gives you a second glance. You will quite easily make it to a downstairs to one of the towers. You'll be able to find one of the rooms with a window large enough to exit. And there's still maybe a 12, 14-foot drop down.
Well, that's not too bad. It's going fast.
It would be fine for us. We're with a semi-conscious person who, yes, probably won't be too good. Although, I read somewhere that the best way to fall is as if you're unconscious. And with that, I push him out the window. Benedict Rose.
Benedict Rose is unable to pass this dexterity saving throw because he is semi-conscious, and he's going to take 1 point of grass-eating damage as his face hits the grass.
There you go. Benedict shows us the way. Let's jump.
Yeah,
Fine
that
with
well.
me. 12, 14 feet. I'll just hop out.
Yours. Roll dexterity for landing.
Straight dexterity.
That'd be a fail.
14?
That means it's 14-foot drop. Yeah, you're gonna take 2 points of spraining damage as you land badly.
Yeah.
Can I use
take
my
any damage?
slow fall feature to reduce damage up to 25 hit points?
Well, for other people?
No, just for me.
Okay. But what did you land? Oh, sorry, but you failed as well.
I failed my dex, yeah.
Okay.
I got 6.
Oh, good lord, yeah. Then, let's say you would also take the same point damage. Yeah, you take 1 point damage. Good lord, just dishing it out. Tesla, how are you? Are you just doing a ninja rollout, yeah?
Tesla's going to look down, get a bit queasy in his stomach, look into the building, sit up, just kind of edge his way onto the sill on his ass, and just go, right, looking back, maybe I'll land in the water. And he's going to tip himself back and hope he lands somewhere soft.
That's a great way to like jump in the water when you're on a small boat. I think it's a bad way to fall out a window. I'm going to try and catch Tesla.
All right. Byron can roll a roll strength, just a strength check, and then have Tesla roll a dexterity.
That'll be a 5.
14.
But tell you what, though, Tesla, you would have landed really badly. Fortunately, Byron breaks your fall. He doesn't catch you, but he as you like land in his arm, you both just drop down and go. Oof. A little bit winded, but undamaged.
Ground's awfully soft. Worked better than I thought.
I'm the ground.
Sorry, Byron. Here, let me help you up.
Mm.
We haven't that close a contact, but let me say, you're quite soft. Is that what you will?
I'll take it as a compliment.
Looking around, are we now more surrounded by commoners or by guards?
On this side, you guys are kind of dressed up as guards. There are you're going to be there are commoners off to your southeast, but they seem to be more sort of distracted by breaking into the Bastille and paying attention to you guys breaking out of there.
We're going to lose the jackets and the hats.
Yes, I think so. Stripping that jacket off real quick.
Pierre do the same. Has Pierre joined us?
He's going to look out uncertainly. So, are you sure it's a good idea?
No, Pierre, you stay in the Bastille. I'm sure you'll be fine in there. Bon chance, mon ami. Bon chance.
Bon chance. I mean, it's not as if they're gonna, just eventually surrender and then drag us all out to get torn apart by the crowds, are they?
No, it's an impenetrable fortress, brother. You've got this.
Excellent. Mon commandant, don't surrender. No, don't surrender. All right. You guys have successfully broken out of the Bastille. You have a slowly regaining consciousness, Benedict Rose, and your whole life's ahead of you. What would you like to do?
Well, we seem to have lost our friend that knew the city the best. Do we have a good idea of how to get back to Mr. Mr. Dowager?
Well, I do have a fairly eidetic memory, so I think if I can find a familiar street, I might be able to lead us there. I don't know how to find our lost comrade, but
he's in the middle of the French Revolution. He's in his bloody element. He'll be fine.
With that, you do hear a rattle of gunfire echoing, possibly with a soft kind of "Viva la Revolution." He'll probably be fine.
Can you hear the one guy shouting in Spanish over all the French? Then
No, because this universal bloody translation device in my ear all sounds the same to me.
Well, then I say we head towards where we believe Mr. Dowager is. It seems like Brutti has a pretty good handle on himself.
Everyone, look French. Repeat after me. Ion, ion. Excellent.
Doesn't Byron speak French?
Yes, but I'm trying to teach it in a speed course to Rasputin. We only have minutes, so ion is all we have time for right now.
Trying to do a French impression in a very bad Russian accent is out of my wheelhouse.
You nailed it. You stuck the landing, brother.
I'd just like to add, as we're going out, Tessa would send signals off to his little animated companions, just to try and make their way back to the Dowager's house with Druid if they can.
Okay, that sounds very sensible. Now, roll survival to find your way through the city.
Yes.
Where was leading?
Can I
Tesla?
use history as it's a me leaning on my memory?
Yeah, go on then.
Yay.
Can I use history as that stat is better?
22.
Isn't that what D&D is all about, though, isn't it? Just finding excuses where you can use your preferred stats.
Yeah.
22. Yeah,
And a
you.
7 in survival from Rasputin is exactly what I would expect.
Yeah, you vaguely remember where you've been. Your memory's still working.
For funsies, should we say your failed survival roll means your ions aren't sounding convincing?
I mean, that's going to be
Exactly.
performance. Rasputin, roll performance.
Yeah. That's a 16.
Ah, that's terrible. You are oing with the best of them. Just all our French viewers just falling off.
We're definitely gonna have to make a public apology at some point for this.
No, fight me in the comments, Frenchies.
Yeah, I mean, I think if any French history nerds has survived it to this point without actually sending me anthrax, then for just butchering the entire history of the French Revolution, I don't know. However, as you guys, speaking of butchering, as you guys are walking, Benedict Rose will eventually gain enough consciousness so you can from spit out, oh, thank you for saving me. By the gods, who are those people? Wait, who are you people?
Excellent question. And those are some weird magical psychos. We're just normal people from various times in history who happen to have been invited here on a mission to find you. So, who are you?
You enormous pain in the ass.
Well, I am Benedict Rose. I was a senior analyst for it's not very important. They're called the Ministry of Illumination, an organization that's supposedly been dedicated to the advancement of mankind since we crawled out of the Ice Age. But, well, I've come to realize that they're only really working for the advancement of themselves. So I decided to get out of there before it was too late. Oh, now, please, gentlemen, I beg you, you must take me to the place of the Saint Denis execution up on the top of Montmartre. There will be a basilica built there later, but for now, it is a gateway for a bit more time. Please, can you help me?
Well, good news, bad news, I'm afraid, old chap. The good news is we're familiar with the Ministry of Illumination. The bad news is they've given us orders to take you back there. That's kind of why we're here.
No, no, gentlemen, you cannot deliver me to the Ministry. They will kill me. Worse, they will erase me. They will wipe me from the timelines. Please, please, just help me escape. Please, I can take you to any place where you want to be. Please, I beg you. Please.
We are in a dilemma, Mr. Rose, I'm afraid. As far as we've been told, it's your shenanigans and gallivanting around Paris that are about to cause a paradox that could end the universe as we very well know it. As far as I know, the Ministry are wonderful people that serve good soup and good wine. I have no reason to disbelieve them whatsoever.
That is not true. They are creatures of lies and deception. They would say anything just to achieve their goals. Trust me. Oh.
Well, and also your friends threw drugs at us and tried to kill us. They haven't really tried to do anything negative to us. So
my friend. Oh. Yes,
afraid,
they were.
Mr. Benedict, I'm afraid we need some evidence of what you say.
Evidence that the Ministry of Illumination are self-serving assholes.
Or at the very least, are lying about your return not causing a paradox and ending our own universe.
Yes, let's focus on that one. I know many self-serving assholes, and I can deal, quite frankly.
Look, in every timeline, I leave Paris today. And the world has not been destroyed, has it? Or has it? You claim that you are, oh shit, you are time travelers. They have brought you here. You are working for the Ministry. Oh shit. Regardless, you have been brought here from the future. I am from the past. Has the world ended in the future?
I'm sorry, this is all new to me.
Look.
If
we're going to discuss paradoxes, perhaps over a coffee and a stiff drink, maybe a cafe where we can sit down. I hurt a lot.
DM, how much time is there left in the day?
great question.
Yeah, and that's particularly until our deadline to return.
The deadline's at midnight, yeah? It is currently 5:45 p.m.
Well, slight allowance for time.
I'd like to send a quick message to my friends, so Benedict can't hear us, and say, he says the ministry lies, but he worked for them for years. We're about to hear lies upon lies, but I could do with a drink, so I vote yes.
It's been a long few days.
I'm not opposed to the drink. I said this is fine, but I do not like this guy. He puts us through a lot of shit.
Have we got any way of tying his hands? I don't trust this man.
Yes.
I'm
not the most.
Is any of you carrying rope?
No.
Classic mistake.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yes, I am.
Why is Byron carrying rope?
which came
Like
with
when
You don't want to know.
standard with an adventurer's gear. But the more fun answer is you don't want to know.
It's because fuzzy handcuffs haven't been invented yet.
I do not mind you tying me up with these ropes, but please tell me, what is this pink felt?
I will repeat, good sir, you don't want to know. Shall we move on?
Let's just say you're lucky Byron's not doing the turtle knot.
I was going to say that you might have some difficulties finding places open, but then again, this is Paris and they're all alcoholics. So there will be a place that's serving wine at... Oh, wait, I keep on thinking it's morning. It's not. They said it's in the afternoon. There is a cafe and it's open and they got wine and Frenchmen drinking it. There's also coffee.
Well, no place is perfect. So here we'll have to do.
Right, gentlemen. What were we talking about? Yes. The ministry. Look. They only have one agenda, which is to stop the destruction of the ministry. All right. Now, at some point in the mid 20th century, a power that has been growing under their noses, using information that will be divulged to them earlier today by myself, are going to destroy the ministry. Now, those fools believe that killing me will make this not happen. But it has to happen because it already has happened. I do not want to get into it. I saw a very stupid film once. Now, if I can just leave, I will be out of their reach. The world is not going to end. However, the ministry will try to kill you. And so I would offer safe passage as a way of thanks for saving my life. I have friends within a different organization who are dedicated to shutting down the ministry once and for all.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This group that was torturing you and got some questions out of you that you say is going to destroy the ministry. How do we know that they are not way worse than the ministry itself? Should we not be why should I not defend the ministry against that group?
Well, I believe that they are both bad. In fact, I believe one of them is a lot worse than the other because they spent all night torturing my balls. However, there's a fight between the ministry and them. My main concern right now
is your own life.
This is how I see it. None of these organizations are good or bad. They're all dedicated to their own self-preservation, as are we all, n'est-ce pas? As are you. And my problem is right now, we either have the opportunity to work for an exciting organization with means of taking us everywhere and anywhere, adventures behold, or running as a fugitive with you. And I mean, the only thing you have going for you is that you no longer work for an organization that you say is evil, but you used to work for them for a long time.
I also paint, and I'm very good at maths. I'm a multifaceted character.
But between gentlemen, yeah, you definitely slept with Florrie de Charpentier, right?
Oh, you should have seen her 1764. What a woman. She'd break you in two and then stick you back together in ways you would never know.
Okay,
so Byron has just got an honest answer, and he's using that as a benchmark to gauge what he was saying before versus what he's saying now. And so I'd like to do an insight check on how much bullshit this guy's telling us.
Mm-hmm. Your roll insight?
That's a fail. 9.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't tell if he's lying or not. However, you can't be sure he's telling the truth either. You find yourself just very, very suspicious towards him.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. You slip something in his coffee.
Boom! So,
Mhm.
yeah, he has to do a charisma saving throw.
I wonder what they called roofies in Byron's time.
That is a 7.
And that'll be a fail.
How is 7 a fail? All right.
He is aware of the spell, so he
Mhm.
can avoid answering. And they can be evasive. But he
Mhm.
cannot tell a lie
Mhm.
for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Gentlemen, I've spent all night answering questions. I do not mind answering a few more, even if it is under duress.
I would like to know the name of your friends, your other group that you say is working on some side of good.
They are the School of Night. At some point in the 16th century, they found out about the ministry and they dedicated themselves to eliminating the influences or the corrupting influences of magic. They have been supplied throughout these last 100 years with some special equipment. I'm not sure from where, but I was able to reach out to them, and I was going to meet some of their agents here in Paris to prepare an escape when I believe that you killed them all.
Yes, well,
Well, most of them at least.
This is already not super exciting for me. The corrupting influences of magic are very exciting to me. Byron? Tesla?
What's the most evil thing that you've seen the Ministry of Illumination do in your tenure there?
The most evil thing. Well,
and was it worse than shocking your balls?
They make people cease to exist. If they believe that you will father a child that will grow up to threaten their interests in 150 years' time, they will wipe out that bloodline.
Woof.
And how many people have they made cease to exist, to your knowledge?
Well, across an infinite amount of timelines, perhaps an infinite amount of people.
So, gentlemen, the choices, as I see it, are to...
Of course, they have killed no one, because these people have never existed. Because they wiped them out from the timeline, you see.
I see. The choice, gentlemen, is to abscond with this refugee and join a refugee ourselves against an organization that is capable of killing infinite people. It's a hell of a dice roll.
What? You said safe passage, Mr. Benedict. What sort of safe passage do you actually have to offer? If they can simply wipe out our bloodline, they know we're here in this timeline, they employed us. You're not giving us much guarantees.
I have a daughter I've yet to see.
Well, perhaps you will have to aid us in bringing down the ministry before it happens. But I must assure you, I am not working on behalf of those who tortured me. And they are the ministry's true enemies. And they are those who the ministry will focus most on.
This sounds like a whole thing. Frankly, to me, it seems like the choice is between this man's life and our lives. And buddy, if you're looking for me to choose you over me, you've chosen the wrong person.
I could paint you a very flattering portrait.
Yes, it's a very flattering offer, I say, as I motion towards the waitress to get the bill.
Okay. So you will take me to Montmartre.
If you can't give us any guarantee of our safety, if we were to provide you your safety, then there's really no deal on the table.
We simply must travel to a timeline where we can reach out to the School of Night, and they will offer you protection.
How will they protect us?
Presumably with weapons, maybe magic. I do not know. I only met them perhaps a month ago.
This is also not very reassuring. Gentlemen, have we made our decision?
I believe we have.
Do you mind just closing your ears for a moment while we discuss amongst ourselves?
Yes. Go la 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 and put your fingers in your ears.
I cast message so we can talk in silence mentally.
Doom, 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 doom.
Lovely. It
Gents,
still sounds like a shit offer.
yeah, I mean, we'll be hiding in a timeline. We don't know. I'm glad to hear of this school, and you know that there's other factions we might join in the future. But for now, Benedict Rose is a desperate man lying for his life, and I don't want to become as miserable as him.
And I refuse to take
Indeed.
this as the truth just on his word. If they are as evil as he says, I must see with my eyes. I don't have enough faith in this man.
I mean, again, the only evil they've done, according to him, is kill people that would kill them. That seems fair enough.
Pretty sure I would do that.
I think we all have in the last few days.
That's true.
I don't believe I'm fit to talk on the morality of the thing, but what I will say is we'd be trading ourselves down. We're already in a vulnerable position, and we'd be taking ourselves out of a paid job and into a whole mess of politics that we just aren't ready for. I'm not ready for.
I don't understand it.
I think the man of science speaks the truth.
We do the mission, but we be careful what we tell the ministry, and we try to meet these other factions, and perhaps we switch sides later down the road.
Keep it on the cards. Oh, yes, of course.
Rasputin will turn and look and set his hands on Benedict's hands in a very relaxed and loving way, and look him in the eyes and say, "I'm sorry, my friend. It's time for you to follow us." And I will attempt to cast suggestion, and the idea is for him to follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be a 17.
He rolls a 14.
All right.
As you say, you suggest follow us.
He's going to be following us.
Mm-hmm. A suggestion, 10 minutes?
8 hours.
8 hours, good lord.
Yeah.
What was that, a 1 minute spell? Yeah. Okay, fine. 8 hours, yeah, that's okay. All right. You have a docile Master Rose being led to an uncertain fate. Could I have whoever's in charge roll survival or history? I suppose Tesla's guardian game. You can do you can do history with advantage, because even though you've taken a slight detour, it shouldn't be too difficult to make your way back
Oh,
Lovely.
snap.
Well,
on path.
that's with advantage. That's a 28.
Okay, easy. You know where you are.
As we make our way back, can I check the notes in my pocket that I
Hmm.
grabbed from the desk inside the Bastille from those weird, evil torturers.
Absolutely. The sheaves, they are handwritten, quite an elegant hand. In fact, it's almost beautiful. Very, very good notes. Completely ineligible unless roll intelligence check for me, please.
10.
10.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, with your education, is it Oxford or Cambridge?
Cambridge.
Cambridge, yeah.
I
With
wouldn't go to
Cambridge
Oxford, it's a
education,
dump.
yeah. With your Cambridge education, you would take an educated guess that it's Sanskrit.
Could I cast comprehend languages?
Mm-hmm. With your Cambridge education, you suddenly speak Sanskrit.
that's why I don't go to Oxford.
Beautiful. So you,
For an hour, I will be able to understand any language.
you're like, yes. Bringing out your little miniature Rosetta Stone, you're like, right. Cool. So as you're
It
perusing,
doesn't
that,
decode secret messages. If it's intentionally a code, then it doesn't decipher that. Just languages.
right. So as you're doing that, Tesla, you are sort of leading the way. Rasputin, could I have you roll a perception check for me, please?
Absolutely. Oof, that would be a 9.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. So crossing over to in through the center of town, you see the Notre Dame in all its Gothic glory, and you're slowly making way back into the Cordelier district. And
Perception roll was for see the sights.
yeah, you could just about make out the cathedral. Unfortunately, you do not spot the three figures until they are very close to you.
Is it my ladies? They've returned.
Could be. They're wearing masks.
Pretty girls rarely wear masks, in my experience.
Two of them could be women, I suppose. Yeah, they look vaguely female. And they're saying there, gentlemen, we're here for Master Rose. I'm glad that you see them safely, but this is very far from Montmartre. Please, can we turn around?
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're so tired of dealing with this guy. You're here to take him?
We're here to offer him an escort.
Oh, Jesus.
We were too late. He has been captured once, but we see that you've broken him out of the Bastille. And so we will escort all of you, or just Master Rose, if you are too tired to walk.
Who are you?
I am Dessalines. This is my friend Thierry, and over there is Humbert. We are with the School of Night. I believe that you met our accomplices. Accomplices. That is a word.
Some of them might even still be following us.
We were attacked by some strangers for no good reason, with no valid explanation, yes.
These are violent times, I'm very afraid. Sometimes violence comes more readily than dialogue.
Well, violence didn't work out for your friends, so I suggest you start with the dialogue. Who are you, and why should we comply with your wishes?
Well, I just told you. I am Dessalines.
No. I don't
These
need
are
your
my
names.
friends.
I need your intentions.
We are here to escort Master Rose safely.
And why? What is it to you?
We believe that he has a lot of information that we can make good use of to bring down our mutual enemy.
And why is the Ministry of Illumination your enemy?
We believe that free will is the greatest gift to all humans. But the ministry, all they do is imprison us, gives us false choices. They guide everything that we do. And I do not want to sound like a paranoid nutcase, but they do.
So you're not the first organization that's attacked me and
proof.
used free will as the excuse. I didn't feel particularly free when your friends attacked me. I don't feel particularly free with your offer to hand over Benedict Rose now. Would you like to roll for initiative?
I would like to just whisper to my friends and say, when you see me moving my hands, close your eyes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Yes, but also roll for initiative.
Ah. Oh,
14.
Jesus. That would be a 7. That's a big 7.
11.
Where are all those 24s now, goddammit?
I had an 11, a 14.
Yeah.
And
Lucky 7.
all right. Well, it does make sense. I mean, they did have the drop on you, and the leader, as Rasputin tries to communicate with his friends, is going to raise his pistol and shoot you.
Yes, this is free will proponents in action.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah. Can I have you roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Absolutely. Come on, Constitution. God damn it. That's a natural 1 for a big 4.
That's a whiff. I'm on a 4 as well, I believe. Yep, 3 + 1.
Beautiful. And Byron, can I have you roll Constitution saving throw as well, please?
Is it magical effect or a spell?
It is a effect.
Magical?
Yeah, I'm gonna say so.
Then I roll with
But-
advantage.
Or is it poison?
Yeah, it's a double.
No,
fail.
it is a magical effect.
I rolled with advantage and got a 0 and an 8.
My God. All right, you all fail. And I'm going to say that basically he fires his pistol, and it's a like a grape shot effect that's going to strike all three of you. You do not feel like the bullets have penetrated or anything. This explode. Yes, like a crystal, like paintballs, releasing these toxic fumes. You have gone to turn petrified.
Yay! We've accidentally joined the School of Night.
We're all becoming petrified right now.
Yes.
And nobody can save anybody.
Hmm.
Yowza.
So you must repeat saving throw at the end of his next turn. Oh, on end of your turn. Yeah. And if you fail again, you shall be actually petrified. So enjoy that. Right then. After that, his friend just charges into you, and he's going to start pummeling. Rasputin. Okay, that is going to be a 23 and a miss.
Yeah, definitely the hit.
Yeah. And I still must have my dice back. That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage. As the woman just starts hitting you with the pommel of her sword. You find yourself grappled by her.
Oh. Okay. Attack and a grapple.
Yep. And then finally, Yeah, the other woman as well. She's charges at the same time. She's gonna try to bring down Byron. But only gets one attack. That's a 16, Byron.
That will miss.
Ooh, that's quite lucky. All right then. And with that, it is going to be 14 plus Byron.
Yes. How petrified am I at this point?
Well, at the end of your turn, you will have to roll a Constitution saving throw again.
Okay, but no effects for now, or does it affect my movement speed?
No, at the moment, you just like you just feel like your body is just turning into, well, like being struck by rigor mortis. You are a bit worried though that this is just going to freeze your entire body.
Okay. Who's closest to me? The person that I suppose just swung to attack me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to hit her with my sword. Does a 19 hit?
19 would hit.
Lovely. That'll be 7 damage.
Okay.
I will give her a bit of the old pugilism. Follow up with a back slap to the face. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit, yes.
Lovely. That will be then 4 damage. And because of that, my armor class is +2, and I can get a bonus pistol shot in, which I will do with most rigor as I go 27. Sadly, not critical. For 5 damage.
Okay. So yeah, bit surprised that you haven't that stun gas hasn't just made you fall onto the floor instantly. She sort of takes a swing, misses, and then devastating counterattack. You feel teeth loosening and rattling around in jaws. Now, I believe
my saving throw Constitution, is it?
Yes.
11 and 10.
Oh dear. Yeah, the 1, 2, and then you are now petrified, I believe.
As my final words, can I say, yeah, baby, you're making me hard.
Okay. Oh wait, not my turn.
No, yes, it's Tesla next.
All right, lovely. Right.
I may have designed an encounter with 4 of you in mind, but I didn't change it because I'm an asshole. All right, yes.
Any luck, this works. If it does, find an antidote and fast. It must have something. I'm going to use my only 5th level spell slot to cast Hold Person, targeting all 3. I need wisdom saving throws from all of them.
Ooh. Okay. Right, so
No whammies.
so 15 for the leader. Oh god, that's a fail. Yeah, for the one attacking Tesla Rasputin. And oh my god, that's 2 fails. Right, so the leader is, but both women are going to be held.
The DC was 18.
Yeah. Oh right, all 3 of them.
Yes. All right. Movement.
They all have such
as close to the leader as I can. You know you love.
Yeah. The leader got a 0.
Right.
Such a terrible wisdom. Anyway, cool. Yes, go on.
I'm going to move as close to him as I can. Do I get within sight to check his pockets?
Yeah, certainly.
Lovely. I'm going to quickly look through his pockets, and if I have the action economy, like bonus action, whatever, I'm going to throw his weapons to the ground, or actually, I'm going to pocket them.
Okay.
Pocket his weapons.
Okay.
And the whole time, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. You kind of forced my hand here.
Mhm.
Please don't be mad. And then if I have any movement left over, I'll back off a bit.
Could I have you roll a D10 for me, please?
Yep. That one is my D10. That's an 8.
Eight, beautiful. So you will find 12 of these like glass orbs, which you assume is ammunition for his pistol.
Yep.
Right. Other than that, he's carrying nothing. Oh, apart from a crudely drawn sketch of Benedict Rose.
Well, that's not promising. But at least that's ammunition. Cool. If I have any movement left, back off a bit, just a bit, and it's over to whoever's next.
Yeah, Rasputin, you're next.
Beautiful. So I imagine with the hold person, I can just sort of slip out of the grapple.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to loop any arms I can under the petrified
Woman. Yeah.
Not woman, the petrified Byron,
Mhm.
and just grab him and do what I can to throw him over my back and start to move and say, "We gotta go." And just start to move as fast and as far as I can, and yell back to Rose and just say, "I said to follow, you must follow," and just try and grab him and go as fast as I can.
Glorious. Boom, 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 boom. And so you guys start running.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Roll a quick perception check for me, please. Whoever's feeling most perceptive.
Oi, it's an 8 for me.
Mm,
I'm not feeling particularly perceptive, but that's a 16.
okay. And Byron is petrified. So Tesla, you spot Benedict Rose as he's been sort of slowly inching away from you guys during the fight. As it lasted a whole almost 6 seconds, he hasn't gotten very far, and you are able to sort of collar him, and he's reminded of his obligation that he must follow you due to suggestion. And with that, you guys have a head start. So I'm going to give you a +3. We shall do a very, very quick chase, as they will break out of their hold person in about 60 seconds.
Has anyone else spotted Daruti? I failed to say because I'm petrified.
Oh, is Daruti joining us?
Daruti is here.
Oh, hello. Right. Oh, that is almost perfect. Yeah, you sort of swing around the corner and you just bump into Daruti. These three are carrying a petrified Lord Byron. And
Seems
they
somewhat
seem to be in a
stiffer
hurry.
than normal.
Yes.
Comrades, good to see you again. What exactly is happening?
You're a couple of minutes late. Just run with us. You know the way better than we do. We're headed back to the Dowager place.
Talk and run, Rasputin. Talk and run.
Yes, run, go.
Running and talking.
Help me carry this guy.
Okay.
I helped to carry Byron.
Right.
Glorious.
I'm out of breath, Rasputin, but you tell him.
So, Daruti, can I have you roll initiative for me, please?
Absolutely. As soon as this page unlocks. I'll tell you what, could someone roll initiative for me, and I'll tell you guys what it is, because my initiative is +5.
I can roll a random d20. Bam. You're gonna wish I hadn't. Sorry, that was a 3.
Oh God, 8.
Oh, that still puts you ahead of Rasputin. Glorious. Yeah, no, that should be fine. That should be fine. Right then. So at the top of the round, these guys are all going to be delayed. So Byron, you are petrified. You can't do anything, I'm afraid. Tesla, how are you trying to gain some distance from these bastards?
Right. This is not my best moment. I'm going to cast something. Let me think. I can't think. Not enough time. Shit. I'm going to cast invisibility at the 2nd level and target myself and Rasputin.
Okay,
Both invisible.
that is very good.
It's just a floating statue, like.
Yep.
Right, who are you casting invisibility on?
Myself and Rasputin.
Okay then, right. That is very good. Yeah, they're not going to be able to find you like that. You guys are pretty much out of the chase. After that, Dorothy, you basically bumped into these people. They used to go run and then go invincible. You can see Benedict Rose just running after them, although he can't see them either.
Benedict Rose is running. We're being chased by Benedict Rose.
It kind of looks like
With
that,
us.
but he doesn't seem to be, vastly threatening. But he's a bit confused though, because as I said, he can't see anyone who's meant to be following. So he's currently under the suggestion spell that he should follow you guys, but he can't see anyone to follow. So there we go.
All right. I guess I'm going to keep running with them till I understand the situation better.
All right.
Rasputin, please explain.
I said
Out of
you
breath.
you need to take us to Dowager's place, the place we originally arrived. You know the city a little better than we do. Please guide us and this floating bopping statue.
All right, let's do it this way. Do I need to roll a what kind of check is that? Do I need to roll to lead them in the right direction?
Yeah, survival would probably be the best. Yeah.
Survival. Okay, let me find my survival. And I should get advantage because I know Paris. Well, it wouldn't matter because I just got a 21 or 22. So we're good.
Cool. So, but are you carrying Byron, or was someone else carrying Byron?
I mean, I can carry Byron. They asked me to help with Byron, so yeah, I can carry Byron.
Then I'll have
together.
Yeah, then I'll have Rose following the petrified Byron, so he doesn't just wander off somewhere.
Petrified, is this literally a statue of Byron?
It's like his entire nervous
the
system.
Ego on this man. Why don't we just abandon the stupid statue of him? That's what I'm thinking. It's
Carry my statue. I demand it. Posterity.
Rasputin, you are invisible, but what would we like to do?
Our pursuers are behind us, but a minute behind us, right?
Yeah, you guys got a pretty decent head start.
Pretty decent head start.
Yeah, and you're also now invisible, so yeah.
So what I'm going to do is just sort of stick with Rudy, try and make sure that we get safely to where we're going. But I will basically hold an action. I'll continue to dash as best I can, but I will hold the action to cast Hypnotic Pattern for the moment I see any of them arrive in front of us.
Perfect. All right. And so, Byron, you can roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you regain a little bit of movement.
But Byron thinks that he'd make a pretty good statue. He reckons in the future people will make statues out of him. And he rolls a 14.
14. That's going to be passed. You're not fully because this basically is me throwing you a bit of a bone. However, you regain some movement in your hands and your lips, if you like to do anything.
Oh my god, another statue Daruti. It's actually me, Lord Byron.
Really? I
Yes.
think I prefer you this way.
Face me the other way so I can maybe try and shoot some spells at them if I see them chasing us.
Daruti kind of moves him around, so he's facing the opposite way. I've got him sort of over my shoulder this way now.
Glorious. But you can't see your pursuers as you're. But you could hold an action, I suppose, same as Rasputin.
Yeah, I'll hold a bane.
Beautiful. Tesla.
Tesla's gonna book it as fast as his little nerdy legs can carry him. He's gonna dash for his action.
Yep.
And keep running forward and just going, I think it was this way. Rudy, this turn. Using vague referential directions because I don't actually see any visuals.
Yeah, this turn.
Yeah.
You say, no, that one. And I'll point to the correct one.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Dorothy, you hear a as you see like a cart and a horse and perhaps its rider just fly down the street somewhere behind you. It would appear that your pursuers have access to some sort of weird cart moving weaponry.
Can I judge generally where that may have come from?
Yeah, like you're also looking down the street, and then from the side street, you see this car just go smash into the building crossroads. Yeah.
Okay, so I dodged the cart. Is it going to be possible with me carrying Byron to chuck like a smoke bomb where I saw that come from?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing that.
Okay.
How many feet away are they?
They're going to be a couple, maybe like 100, 120 feet away. I said you don't know exactly, you can't see them yet. You just can gauge which direction they'll be coming from.
Yeah, generally. I'm going to toss a smoke grenade in that direction, hoping that it blows up pretty much exactly when they're near it or on top of it. So do I have to roll for that?
No, I'm just mark off one smoke grenade. Should be fine, and you will gain another point or escape point, I suppose. Rasputin, you are still holding hypnotic pattern, but however, no one showed up.
Fine. I mean, I think my action going forward is going to be the same thing. Just run and run and run and run and run. And if I see them get in our way or be, ready to try and re-engage us in any sort of initiative, then I will drop a hypnotic pattern.
Glorious. Right, so we go right to top. You hear crashing of horses as the three figures reappear, riding this time, and they crash around the street, scattering people left and right as they are gaining on you. Byron, you're holding a held action.
Is it my turn though now?
No, it's that turn first, but you are holding it. You are holding
Only if they
action.
come within 30 feet of me.
Ah, cool. Well, they're still like 90 feet away, so you'll be fine. And same thing, Rasputin?
I'm sorry, you said that they are 90 feet away from us? And I can see all
close
three of them?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and drop that hypnotic pattern.
All right. What's saving from that?
So wisdom saving throw
Wisdom.
of 17.
Yeah, because wisdom, that worked out so well last time. Oh my god. Okay. They will have like sort of -1 and -2 to wisdom as well, which is just perfect. That's a 4, a 4, and a 16.
All fail. They become charmed for the duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Yeah, they are tripping balls, and so are their horses.
Great.
There's just pandemonium as the horses are just stopping, throwing the riders off them.
Yeah.
The riders themselves is going.
And what you see in the sky as Rasputin waves his hands is just like an unfolding. Oh my gosh! Like just an unfolding mesh, like a mandala of like skulls and skeletons and horses, and swords and shit, and then it just sort of dissipates.
Yeah. Also, like the people, they were just scattering around them. They're not super happy about being scattered around by some assholes and horses. And the crowds just start jumping on them. And you guys are able to just make your way out of there. Nice and safe.
I don't know whatever rude hand gestures Russians use, but I'm assuming there would be one of those on the way out.
At least 3. Come on. It's Rasputin.
All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're in Cordelia district. I suppose any angry people who are not currently, storming the Bastille and hang around here listening to radicals, and they've seen these like 3 hoity-toity assholes and horses try to run through the people, and so they're being punished. You guys are able to make your way to the house of Mr. Dowager.
Am I still semi-hard?
You are still semi-hard. You can't, like, you are paralyzed, but I will allow you to at least use your mouth and fingers.
Those are the only parts the Baron needs.
I mean, and if the bottom half is petrified, I'm good to go.
Last time you met Mr. Dowager, he was sitting on a kitchen chair in the middle of a derelict, empty house, holding one chair and one cupboard. Mr. Dowager is still sitting on the chair. For all intents and purposes, he has not moved in the last 3 days. He turns his head as you enter. You have brought Master Rose. Splendid.
You're talking too slow. We need to go. We have 3 assholes in with
From the
drug
School of
guns.
Night.
This guy is the School of Night is following us. This guy is frozen. We need to get the fuck out of here.
School of Night. There's terror in Benedict's frozen face as he sees Dowager. Oh, by the gods! Oh no, no! Oh God! No! Please don't make me follow you.
Oh.
Dowager stands up and puts a arm around Rose. Hello there. Been a very, very naughty chap. Now follow me. And he sort of drags Rose with him and steps through the little cupboard and disappears out of view.
Well, I think we found
Into a cupboard?
followed him. I'm going to go through the cupboard as well. I'll see you gentlemen inside. Boing.
Ruti, let's go.
All right. I'm putting the statue in first, and I just kind of
Exactly.
Baron, you are thrown through time and space, and you are hard as marble.
Business as usual, really.
You're as hard as you were when you got into Paris. Anyways, sorry. Inappropriate. There are babies watching this.
Cool, baby.
never game with children or animals.
And yes, so as you all step through the kitchen cupboard, the world transforms and changes and twists and contorts and takes on impossible dimensions. And you are back in this well-lit, beautiful little dining room, pleasant piano, tinkling away. And you are greeted by your employer, The chap, still immaculately dressed in his almost priestly robes, the bandages still obscuring his face, covering his hands. And you see him, and he sort of slowly brings his hands up in a gesture that would be clapping if there was any force in it. Bravo, bravo, gentlemen, you did not disappoint. Wine, water, please come join me.
This, though, yes, wine right now, please, but also our friend here, Lord Byron, has been.
A little help.
Yeah,
He's laying face first, by the way. Or no, it's actually his face is facing up because I had him like here. So yeah, he's just lying petrified, staring at the ceiling.
We were all shot with some sort of pellet, and it made this one into some sort of stone man statue. He's sort of frozen.
Interesting. Some sort of freezing device? No. And I suppose you weren't able to. No, that would be too much to ask. We shall ensure that he receives medical attention.
That was the creepiest way you could have said the word medical, but whatever makes him mobile again.
Well, human medicine is a fascinating topic. But even so, we shall try our best. Now, perhaps you would all want a short rest whilst we tend to Lord Byron's needs. And then join us for supper.
Fair enough. Daruti kind of he wants to say something about how the guy oddly indicated human medicine, but he keeps it to himself for now.
I only use cat medicine.
Byron,
I'm a big fan of horse dewormer, personally.
Ivermectin and ketamine are the only medicines used.
Just say nay. Loki says no.
No, not a fan.
Byron, two figures come and hoist you up, and they carry you away. Lay down. It is a mahogany slab, so to speak.
We say they erected him in the center of the slab.
Could you roll Constitution for me?
Yes.
Constitution saving throw.
Are we talking sexy nurses here?
Well, this is as the two figures remove their hoods. Roll Constitution saving throw.
14.
14. You do not know, as you will pass out as the figures begin operating on you. But when you wake up, a good maybe 6 hours later, time being relative, you feel right as rain. The paralysis is gone, and you are escorted into a small antechamber where your friends have been waiting for a good maybe 2 or 3 minutes since you left.
As they escort me, can I ask, excuse me, doctors, do you have anything for sort of like motion downstairs? Like, got any medicines? Any cures?
You want it to be hard again?
No, that's never been a problem. No, just yeah, you know, there are all sorts of diseases going around. Any protection?
Protection? Yes. Yes. We have protections. We have wards and sigils. We can help you. Yes.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Yeah.
We are going to take some pictures while we help you.
For our scrapbooks. My space. Right. You are pushed into a small antechamber. Others might be surprised to see you because, as I said, you've been gone for like 2 minutes. So like they've just wheeled a statue out and then brought in a different Byron, just like dunk. You are allowed to wait here until you are brought back to the dining room where you first regained consciousness, having been taken there. Your benefactor is sitting down, just looking at the glass of wine. His mouth covered in bandages means he can't drink it.
Our benefactor is in Mr. Rose with his mouth covered in bandages, or
No, Mr. Rose is not to be seen anywhere. This is the figure who first recruited you. Priestly robes, bandages all over his face, old, weary eyes looking out at you.
well, sir, we have
yes.
completed our mission, so it seems, and you've returned our companion to us. So I must ask you, I had an army I was leading, one of which I must return to as soon as possible. We've done what you ask. Now, please fulfill your end of the bargain. Return me to my time and provide me with the weapons in which you mentioned.
All in good, all in good time, of course. The weapons shall be yours. You have shown yourself to be very competent with them, and we like that. We would suggest perhaps that you would have time to maybe carry out one more mission for us.
Another mission.
In exchange for rewards, more weapons.
I look at my comrades. What are you thinking?
Well, I am not interested in the thing that you are interested in. I do not want to be sent back to my own time, but you were made a promise. You were told that you could be sent home with weapons of unimaginable power. The choice of whether or not to stay is up to you.
May I see these weapons of unimaginable power?
Of course, we will grant you access to our armories. But be aware, some of those weapons are beyond any of our comprehension, but they are certainly powerful.
Very well. I look forward to this.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of you, please be seated. Have some wine. I hear it is an excellent vintage. And perhaps we can discuss our future partnership to be mutually profitable. Yes.
Profit is rarely mutual.
In a certain time, that would have been true. However, you have proven yourself to be capable, and the ministry, as it is, require capable men. We've heard some disturbing news from Master Rose, and the fact that you were able to capture him in time. Well, I do not wish to imagine what that little miscreant would have caused had he been allowed to roam free.
Capture. We were told this was a rescue mission.
Semantics.
Truti, we have learned a little bit about Mr. Rose's true allegiances and true reasons for being there. And I'll go ahead and fill him in, though, Brenton actually sort of knows what's going on. The School of Night, he's joining the people he gave information to. He believes that they will destroy the ministry. He also says that the ministry is up to no good, which brings me to my next question. Mr. Rose told us a lot about the supposed dirty dealings of the ministry. How do we know that any of the promises that you make us, any of the rewards that you promise will actually be fulfilled? Or are we just prisoners of your missions.
Yes, we've seen what you've done with your pension plan. How long was Rose working for you?
Including the lifetimes he stole from us. Well, he had been very loyal for perhaps 30 or so generations.
30 generations.
In human time. The ministry exists outside of the temporal sphere, so we measure things differently, but that is not to worry about. In terms of your rewards, of course, we have the weapons, we have artifacts of power that you may make use of, and we wish to make you more powerful. Therefore, as operatives of the ministry, we need you to be powerful. Now, whatever Master Rose has said, he was a disgruntled employee, a traitor, and a mutineer. I would not put much stock in whatever fanciful tales he may have spun to save his pathetic little life. He does not appreciate that the ministry has been the guiding hand of mankind since its inception. He does not appreciate the work that we are doing here, but I trust that you, gentlemen, you appreciate. Yes.
Durudi smiles, says, certainly we appreciate. It seems that men must be guided, must they not?
Yes, they are incapable of governing themselves efficiently.
Of course. Makes perfect sense.
Any man with wine this good can't be bad in my book.
So, gentlemen, what I propose is future partnership, cooperation, employment, perhaps an office of your own under our jurisdiction, but an office with unlimited power to carry out the will of the ministry.
And what is the will of the ministry?
To safeguard and to protect the people from the harm that they might do unto themselves.
Look, I'll be honest, this guy's kind of creeping me out, but he kind of got me with unlimited power. I like that. No, to be serious though, I have no problem seeing this through and seeing another mission or two potentially. This is still a better life than I was leading before. Well, than I was leading in the moments before, but it is up to each individual where you would like to take the rest of your days. Tesla, Byron, Durudi.
What would you have us do next?
It is this school of night that Master Rose appeared to have been wishing to join. We believe that they are hostile
Well,
and
they
need
were
to be dealt
mixed.
with. All we need to do is extract some information regarding where these individuals can be found, or when they can be found, and snuff them out at the road. A simple task that I believe men of your extraordinary talents would find no difficulties in executing.
There was a question raised by Monsieur Rose. What sort of guarantee do we have that these other organizations aren't just going to go back in time and end our bloodlines.
They are not organizations. They are misled amateurs. They do not have the power to travel through time in the way that the ministry does. All they can do is just leave information to each other, and well, they are of no concern. They are bugs about to be caught in the larger machinery of time.
Well, as a follow-up question, if we're having our own office, will we have access to research materials here?
Absolutely.
And a workshop, perhaps?
Hmm.
Something to stretch
Res-
my mental faculties.
Resources may be provided. Research material we certainly have. Yes, I believe a man of your mental acuities would flourish under our tutelage, Master Tesla.
Thank you. And if you are adding additional rewards for further jobs, I appreciate your sponsorship.
Mhm. You will have an operational budget, certainly. Glorious.
Wonderful.
I believe that sounds like you are all on board. Master Lord Byron, what say you?
What are the chances of us visiting Cleopatra in Egypt?
Who?
It's just a tip-off I've had where the School of Night may be located.
Yes,
Could be nothing, might be worth following up.
I shall speak to my people about this Egypt. Even so, if you have information that you need to divulge, if you have any documentation, anything at all that we can use, that would be excellent. But even so, yes, go to this city of Egypt and find this Cleopatra. If you must, you will have unlimited reigns.
I'm in.
Excellent. And Reverend?
Oh,
Well,
me? Shit.
I'm not sure if I can call Rasputin a Reverend, but whatever.
Trust me, I'm in. The things that I desire are freedom and power, and it seems that you are fulfilling one of those things. It has yet to be seen if you have the ability or, I guess, willpower to provide the other.
And please, gentlemen, do not think, what was the term you used, that this is some sort of prison that we would keep you in. Of course not. If you desire to return to your own timelines, if you consider our contract is at an end, then we shall not stop you. Master Dorothy, you were talking about weapons. Well, perhaps a demonstration. And a vaguely holographic image is conjured up in front of you, where you see a figure in a war zone, flickering in this kind of very strange, I mean, hologram is a generous way of describing this. It's very, very rudimentary. However, he throws up this black orb into the air, which then expands and radiates, and it's like a little kind of mini of a bomb exploding, vaporizing people all around him into skeletal, ashy figures. And then the vision is gone. Perhaps this is what you would like to bring with you to Spain. We can
certainly. You can show me the weapon.
Of course. Gentlemen, this has been very productive. And we shall ensure that you are amply rewarded for your work here in Paris. We will give you access to our armory, to our libraries. Anything that you want, just let us know. I believe that you will need a attaché. This is when my English is giving up on me.
Attaché.
Attaché, yeah.
Yeah, what's a middleman called? Like
A handler.
a handler.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, just edit all of that out. No, you will need a handler, of course. You have been introduced to Master Dowager. I believe he should suffice. He's a terrible valet. He will be our go-between from now. However, perhaps we shall see each other again in the future, or maybe the past.
Rasputin will just slam the rest of his glass of wine and stretch out and sort of check out the new digs and smile a little bit and stand up and start to walk out, clapping each person on the shoulder.
So I will follow. I think and as I walk towards, I'm going to ask. And one more thing: might we speak with Mr. Rose after taking such a long time to bring him back? I would love the chance to speak with him, not under duress.
Master Rose will be chastised, and then he will no longer be. However,
Understandable.
Perhaps we can. Yes, we have time. He will answer for his crimes later. You will have a chance to speak to him if you so wish.
Great. So Daruti turns and kind of starts to walk out of the room, and says, and of course you'll show me to your armory.
Of course. You wish to go there now?
Certainly.
Well,
Right
no
now.
time like the present. Well, that is, of course, a lie. Yes. As you're stepping through this Baroque building, echoey marble tiles, turn around the corner, and a room materializes full of ancient weaponry on racks with things like AK-47s, M16s, RPG-7s up on the walls. You see drones, crossbows. There's a Molotov cocktail on a marble pedestal. It's just weapons everywhere.
Wonderful. I'm going to dig through until I find essentially an armored jacket, somewhat resembling what I had before, but seems to be made of some type of, like, woven with some type of silver steel within the and then, like, even the collar, like, seems to crop up. So that's my mithril half plate.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Pick that out of the pile. Look around at the other weaponry, particularly tempted by the AK, but I'll leave it for now.
Actually, I suppose maybe not an AK-47. No, it wouldn't be an actual AK-47. No. Yeah, no, it would be the schematics of them. So yeah, take back what I said. It's not actually the weapons on the walls. It is the blueprints, the schematics. It's
Just
like
to create them.
it'd be like a drawing, or like the concept of one, but not the actual item. You
Okay.
don't see any weapon that would have been made after 1956, probably.
Okay.
But no,
So there's all these. So it's I don't find the jacket, but I see schematics for it.
Oh no, Jack, you would be able to find the half plates. That's no problem.
Okay.
And yes, as you are exploring the armory, yeah, all your needs attended to. Everything he has promised, he will deliver. And I believe that we shall discover exactly what service under the ministry will be like in the next session. However, it is Halloween, and I think we should start going and bullying small children to give us their sweets.
Do we have any spoilers or teasers for what our next mission will be?
Ooh.
Yes, I suppose we probably do. Actually, yeah.
I imagine we'll be hunting down the School of Knights somewhere.
Yeah, because Master Rose never. Yeah, I suppose you would have a chance to speak with Master Rose.
I'm fine with us speaking with him. I've got some additional time. Do we want to do that?
Well, it's tricky. It's difficult to kind of organically segue into it. However, chances are that you guys will be moving forward in time and across the ocean into America, because I just look forward to doing an American accent. That's not going to make half of this group hate me instantly. Now,
can't conjure up any more hate than an actual Texas accent. So
Remember, all A's are short A's.
To be fair, I think the Brits have been making fun of Americans doing British accents for far too long, and it's time that the shoe is on the other foot. Challenge
Let's
accepted.
go.
But yes, as you are all kind of familiarizing yourself with, I was going to call it like a mansion, time mansion. You will eventually bump into Master Dowager. He goes, excellent, we have prepared the first mission briefing for you, hopefully one of many. And he opens it up and you see a sepia photograph taken somewhere in the United States in the 1870s. There's a farmhouse and you see a couple of dead bodies strewn around rifles. And Master Rose, Master Rose has divulged the location of these terrorists, and I believe that you are all well suited to hunting them down and bringing this unfortunate chapter to an end. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
thank you. The second, by the way, just for the record, like the absolute second Rudy feels comfortable talking to his fellows, he's going to meet at least to Tesla and possibly Byron. He's going to immediately start plotting an escape.
Like minds, I think that research material and the workshop, it's just formulating a way to give us some sort of safety net.
Glorious. I forgot to fill in what actually Byron learned from his notes. But I suppose we can go into that next time.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Because I don't, realistically, you wouldn't have had the time to really read it anyway, in between, running and then getting petrified. However, your name is Tesla. You have picked up a pistol that fires gas pellets. more specifically, it would be a wand of petrification with 12 charges.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
The benefits of robbing people.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if that actually exists. However, that is what you have. I mean, it's technically it's a pistol of petrification, but what can you do? Wand of petrification is vaguely D&D. I can't believe that. Yeah, so I created this encounter for the four of you, thinking, okay, cool. This is a hard encounter. Should be fine. Oh shit. Okay, we have one man down. Fuck it. Maybe they'll all die. It'll be funny. So they run into this group led by a basilisk who just instantly petrifies. Well, they all failed their petrification saving. What's it? Yeah. Technically, the others should have rolled as well, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that. Never mind. Well,
Sorry,
whatever.
I wasn't going to correct you.
Yeah. After Byron got petrified, I was like, haha, that's hilarious. And then I forgot that you all had to roll the save at the end of your turns. But even so, but I'm thinking, well, they might all die here, so that'd be bad. And then he just casts hold person on them. And they all fail.
And everybody like Scooby-Dooed out of like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Actually, I'm like, it's fine. We can do a little chase thing. And then I cast invisibility. Next time I play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm gonna just ban all magic users.
Well,
and
I'll
monks.
Yeah.
And fighters and rangers. And like it's no classes. You can all play as level 1 humans.
And everything you fight is a beholder.
Oh, God. Well, guys, I think what we've proven is that when Daruti isn't here, everything falls apart. So I apologize for. I don't know why I thought it was 3 today. Like I could have sworn I saw that in the chat. Like when we were messaging.
I mean, it was
back
3
and
in
forth.
someone's time zone, right? Like,
But you said that
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I could have been on time for this. I just for some reason I didn't know, and I didn't get. I know you sent me. You must have sent me an invite, but it didn't pop up on my phone for whatever reason. So I'll be sure not to do that in the future because I know that sucks. Yeah. So basically, we just replayed sort of what we did the last time with the escaping from the Bastille. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
It's vaguely the same session, just slightly different.
I love how different it was as well. It was amazing.
Yeah, still a lot of fun.
So this time we threw Christopher Rose out the window. Benedict Rose out the window of the Bastille.
I was afraid going into this that like trying to essentially replay the session would like sort of we would lose a lot of the like just fun and spontaneity, but it's
just the joy of time travel. Like we could replay the same session again. Like that's what I want to do once is go back to somewhere we've already been and try and fuck up our own plan.
Okay, that's kind of a fun idea for a campaign though, is like you have to live one day like and then try and get it right. But the one thing I did realize that's different is that Tesla this time did not get whatever spell it was from Benedict.
Yes, the gate spell.
Yeah. Oh, it was gate?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, we weren't using that for a long ass time anyway.
I'm sure we'll pick up a gate at some point.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I think Daruti would probably have a decent amount of knowledge of John Brown. I'm not sure if the Catalan anarchists knew about him, but I know the American anarchists knew about him, and it's likely that Daruti would have some familiarity.
I think John Brown would be fairly well known.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially if you were spending time with American volunteers, because is it a John Brown regiment?
Yeah, see if there was, because
My
I know.
only thing, gentlemen, if we're going to do that period, I'd like to get some African Americans involved. So